Good evening, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, welcome to my channel. On this channel I like to talk about budgeting, frugal tips, hacks, anything that I think might be useful in terms of running a home and also parenting ideas. I myself, single parent of two children aged 16 and 12, so you know, it's a journey, isn't it? So emotional day for me today, because tomorrow we're going to visit my children's father. He has to live in a nursing home because of health conditions, and we last saw him just over 1 year ago on the 22nd of February. And yeah, we've been FaceTiming. We had a long time where we didn't FaceTime with him. I think communication with home and that just seemed a bit difficult, but anyway, now we have been regularly FaceTiming, which has been really lovely, but obviously it's not quite the same as visiting somebody in person. So we have to be tested before we go in tomorrow, which is good because then I feel safer, because you know, I would be worried, even though they've been vaccinated, I would be worried about bringing something into the home. Quite anxious about having the test. I haven't had one. I really don't like the idea of that thing down my throat, but yeah, it's time to grow up and just get on with it. So yeah, emotional day, and I don't know quite how he's going to react. I don't know quite how much he's understood about why we weren't able to visit. I don't know how he'll react to, I think we might have to have a screen there in between us, so fingers crossed. So yeah, big day tomorrow. So today I want to talk to you about a food subscription service that is aimed at children, and it's just, this is so cute. Right, so I'll show you the box. So it's called Little Cooks, and as you can see, it sort of goes through the letterbox, so you don't have to worry about being in or anything like that. And they all have quite long sort of best before dates. So this one's best before the end of May this year. So you've got some time to make the things, you don't have to rush or anything. Really nice little company. They, for every box that we buy, they donate a meal to a family that are in need of a meal. So yeah, I think that's a really nice way of giving to charity. You're getting something for yourself that's quite fun. And yeah, hopefully someone else is benefiting from it as well. And it's so cute. My first box was $1.99. There was a code on the Martin Lewis website to get it for $1.99, but I think they were limited to how many people could use that code. So I don't know whether that's still valid, but you might want to check it out. So the first time we got Rocky Road for $1.99. This one is $9.99. So going forward, it's once a month, $9.99. You don't get a choice about what you make or anything like that, but like a lot of these subscriptions, you can stop it, pause it, skip it, and all those different options, so you don't feel that you're tied into anything. One thing that's, I think is really nice about it, my children not so much, so last time we got the Rocky Road, and instead of lots of sugar, it had, you know, probably like cocoa powder and dates or prunes or something to give it the sweetness, and I ended up eating it because it tasted different, and that was an issue. So yeah, but my theory is the more we keep doing it, the more they'll get used to a slightly different taste. It's still sweet, it's just not sugar sweet. And hopefully, like, the benefits of some of these things might get through to them. So my son is 16, my daughter's 12. I think it's probably easy with this 16-year-old. He's getting a little bit more open to the idea of trying to eat healthy. So I would say this is aimed at younger children than my two. They would absolutely have loved this when they were younger, and it's really easy, and it makes it easy for you to spend maybe that quality time with your children where it's all there. There's no stress of having to get the ingredients in, no thinking about it. Just, you've got a spare hour. What a lovely thing to do with your children. So obviously mine are a bit older, they tend to get on with it themselves, and that's not quite the same, but it's still nice. And again, it's encouraging them to try slightly different things. So in here, this is the fruity jammy hearts. So we've got the dates, obviously, for the sweetness. chickpea flour, apricots. This is all organic as well, so it's all, you know, really nice products. Organic oat flour and baking powder, and organic chia seeds. And I didn't know this, but this I thought was really interesting. The chia seeds have a magic power that can turn water into jelly, which is what will turn your berries into jam. So instead of using shop bought jam, which is full of sugar, we're going to make our own with some strawberries, and these seeds will turn into jelly. And then maybe I can convince my daughter to use these going forward to have jelly. She really likes jelly, rather than buying the packets. And because apparently they're also full of healthy fats called omega-3s, which are super important for our brains. I knew that. I didn't know they were in chia seeds though. So yeah, it's just so sweet. And we've also got these to make the little jammy hearts. That's the recipe and the instructions for the children, which, as you can see, is super easy and super child friendly. In the box as well, we got some organic basil seeds to grow. Now, my two aren't really interested. I think younger children would really, really love to do that. And last month I got microgreens to grow, which is something I've been looking into with a view to growing, because they're quite difficult to buy. So I was quite keen to try, and I failed miserably on growing my microgreens. I don't know why. I thought I did the instructions fine, but I'm going to try again anyway. And maybe I'll grow some basil, because I do like using basil in my cooking. So yeah, it's mainly me that's getting into that rather than the kids. But then it tells you all about basil and the nutritional benefits and what you would use it for. And I think basil is one of the ingredients for the next recipe, which I believe is a savoury dish. So yeah, so for younger children, I think they could really get into that. Also think about how to make a bird feeder, kind of things they might like to eat. It's quite sweet. And we've also got a recipe for macaroni and cheese, which my daughter absolutely loves. And yeah, I was just looking at the recipe there, because last time I cooked it, I put some mustard in, but I had to hide the fact I was putting the mustard in. But I thought it was quite nice, it gave it a bit of a kick. But yeah, so I just think this is really adorable. I think, you know, it's not too expensive. It's another thing to do in lockdown. And it has an educational element to it. So I think it's super cute, and the fact that she donates a meal, I think is just really, really nice, and very, you know, it's very keeping, isn't it, with how people seem to be feeling at the moment. Not everybody. You know, a lot of people are looking to try and give back at this time, and I think people have become much more aware of people that are struggling financially. It's been highlighted and, you know, probably increased, hasn't it, during the pandemic. But yeah, I just think that's super cute. So I've been doing low spend this year. I was supposed to be no spend, and I thought I'd do that in January. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do that. There's always something that is not essential that I just really want to buy. So what I'm trying to do is be mindful in my purchases. So I'm really trying to plan. I'm trying to buy things of better quality with a view to them lasting. I am waiting to make sure I really, really, really want that before I buy it. And then when I decide that, yes, that's what I want to buy, I'm trying to buy it in the most cost-effective way. So is there a voucher? Look around all the different places that sell it. Is it something that I could possibly buy secondhand? That's my kind of mindset. And yeah, I think I have spent less. I've definitely spent less on things without thinking through, but there's always something I either want to buy, or, you know, my daughter's phone's dying now, so it's like, you know, that's something else that I need to start thinking about. But that's just life, isn't it? But I'm getting there. I would say it's definitely work in progress, and, you know, I'm watching lots of videos on budgeting and things, and they say don't beat yourself up if you have a blip. What I think I need to improve on is I sort of give myself a budget for everything for the month, and I write everything down, and I'm really organised in that way. But say I get to the third week, I could potentially be running out of money, but still have things I have to buy in that last week of the month. So I'm thinking I need to break down, this is what I'm going to spend on food, this is what I'm going to spend on whatever it is, travel, you know, whatever. But I think I need to analyse how much money I realistically need to budget for each of those things. So yeah, work in progress. And one of the lessons I learned is don't leave the house. Lockdown, seriously, is so good for not spending, because I went to Smith's today and it's just like 4 books. I was like a child in a sweet shop, but look, amazing, 4 books. I love books. And I just love the feel of a nice new book. so yeah, I could just do lockdown for another 6 months now, because that'll keep me going. But yes, no, thank you. So thank you for joining me. If you think that these kind of things might interest you going forward, it'd be great if you could subscribe to my channel, and if you could give me a like as well, that would make me very happy. So thank you, and I will see you next time.